How's it going, everyone? Dave Top Gaming here. It is early Saturday morning, and got up just for you guys, just so I can make this test server video to show you what's changed and what's a little different and what's currently happening on the test server. Okay, so as just like last time, we still have pilots. They're a little bit different. They've taken out a couple of the abilities that were ridiculously OP. And of course we have our advanced repair unit, which doesn't actually require anything but this. The activation of power cells, I would assume, is going to be a lot more than it shows here. A lot more than the regular repair unit, obviously. Alright, it has a 4-second repair duration. It does a 10% hit points per second. So of course on a bot like Invader is going to repair a lot more versus a bot like the Ares, which has a lot less health. Alright, and then it has a cooldown time of 20 seconds. Alright, and then we have AntiControl. Automatically removes negative effects and provides temporary protection against them. Reloads after activation. The more modules, the shorter reload time. 3 max modules provides permanent protection against negative effects. So if you put 3 of these on any bot, Strider, Hellburner, something like that, you are completely immune to lockdown weapons. Now, I didn't do that on any of these bots because I haven't played any matches yet, so I want to test these things. But I did a lot of the common meta things, you know, with the pilots, Avenger, Bulwark. Let me show you the all active modules on Bulwark recharge faster is the special ability of this pilot. I chose Mechanic and Dodger. Bulwark repairs a portion of its maximum durability each second. 0.5%. It's not much, but it is a repair. All active modules on Bulwark recharge faster, and the active modules are, of course, the big heal. Alright, if you look at the abilities, there are certain ones that are gone. Well, I guess not on this one. Alright, let me switch to another one. I think the Ares and the Aojun were the ones that had a Death Survivor on them that were really OP. Because it gave you a second ability, it completely recharged your special ability. And as you can see, it's no longer there. In other words, it recharged your special ability instantly when you hit a certain durability level. Now, it is still there on the Invader. Death Survivor. Upon reaching a certain durability level, instant recharges the robot's ability. Now, that's not ridiculously OP on the Invader, but it would have been on something like an Ares or an Aojun, for instance. Okay, I've already leveled all the pilots. Other than that missing, I mean, the pilots really haven't changed much. The percentages are up and down just a hair, but not enough to make, you know, a huge difference. Okay, as you can see, I have a lot of lockdown weapons set here just because I want to test out the AntiControl that I'm sure a lot of other players are using, and this will show us just exactly how it works. And as you can see, I have an advanced repair unit on numerous spots to test that out. And of course I set up a Strider just because AntiControl, and I want to test and just see how well it works and see if I can get specials and see if my Strider gets locked out or if he's actually a better bot than he already is. Okay, so let's go. And I put Deathmark on my Aojun with Redeemers. I've actually never used this setup. I have an Aojun in my live server hangar, but I have Embers on it. I don't have any leveled Redeemers. So I wanted to see just how good this is. Okay, so we're going to Deathmark. Now, Deathmark has a 600 meter range. So if you're using like Fluxes or Trebs or Geckos or something like that, Deathmark's not going to be that great for you. But anything with a Dragoon range or less, Deathmark's going to be great. And it's a fairly big buff. I believe it's 25% more damage. So fairly large. So Now that you have a general idea of what's in my hangar right now, I just spent over an hour setting all this up, leveling pilots, setting all the abilities and all this other crap, so I can show you guys. Let's go ahead and drop into a battle or two just to see what this thing does and see how bad I suck with all this stuff I've never used before. Alright. I'll drop into Beacon Rush here. Of course, I'm going to use this cool Strider of mine. Grab us the center beacon. Well, anti-control worked for a second there. Wasn't enough. Oh man, that heal sure heals for a lot. Now I shouldn't be going to get beacons, but nobody else is, so somebody has to. Interesting, you see all the icons popping up at the top right of the screen. It's weird, people go blue. Yeah, see, it turns the color when he's using anti-control. Oh man, the Invader is a beast, man. There's anti-control everywhere. It's great. Oh, I didn't use my... Oh yeah, returning that favor there. Redeemer's a beast on this thing, man. how long Death Mark
Triple kill.
seems to last. Heck, they don't seem to go away. Yeah, look at the damage difference. It's huge. I hit Death Mark about halfway through shooting him. Not even gonna get a chance to use my last bottle now. Alright, that was pretty quick. 1.6 million. 4 beacons. Let's try one more battle. Make this fast. Alright, we're dropping in on Carrier. Beacon Rush seems to be a common thing. It's probably the only mode currently on the test server. So I'm not worried about this. I'm worried about going to get the center. Now I have AntiControl and I have numerous other options here. Yeah, this thing's pretty mean. See the timers on the left showing different things. You don't want to meet up with one of these guys close up. And he's not using anti-control. Oh, I'm suppressed. I didn't even notice it.
Triple kill.
Oh man, this guy's scary right here. I finally killed my Strider. How crazy is that? Anti-control everywhere, but hey. Yeah, this guy's got to die just because he's annoying me. Ah, almost got their own beacon. Oh man, this battle is over. That was crazy. Wow. Well, me give you a basic rundown of what I did here. I have a bulwark. Active modules recharge faster. Unique skill of this unique pilot. Bulwark repairs portion of maximum durability each second, 0.5%. Not much, but it certainly is a difference. All active modules on Bulwark recharge faster. So the healing module, the big healing module that I was using, recharges 25% faster. And now that's going to eat through power cells if you use it on a live server, but hey, it's cool here on the test server because you're not paying for them anyway. Okay, Death Mark is what I used on the Aojun, and as you can see in the last battle, I didn't do real well with it just because I forgot it was there. It's not something I ever use. So, but it is a big damage boost. If you're using basically any weapon on there, you're going to see a massive boost in damage if you're using that active module. The anti-control, as you can see, not only did you get the icon that popped up on the side of the screen telling you that anti-control was active, the color of their names changed when anti-control was active. So when you shot them, they turned from the red to, like, well, in my eyes, a blue color, because I'm colorblind, so it looked blue to me. But you guys know what color it was. Alright, and the Aojun, I did Redeemer deals increased damage, 2.5%. And after activating its ability, Aojun repairs a portion of its maximum durability. So, another 7.5% heal after you use your ability. Alright, the Ares also has its own special pilot. Upon reaching a certain durability level, Ares weapon damage increases. After activating its ability, Ares repairs a portion of its maximum durability, 7.5% healing on top. Now you could use that to boost your built-in weapon damage. You can use it to boost your weapon damage, your durability, your walking speed, so many different things. And then of course Destroyer, which Ares deals increased ability damage. Now, of course, these are all the special pilots just for this specific bot. Now, the only one that I don't have in here is the Inquisitor that also has its own special pilot that gives it a healing effect. That's the only one I'm not using here because I really wanted to test out the Strider. And as you can see, the Strider is insane. Invader, I'm definitely going to want Mr. Stanislav for my Invader because increased suppression effect, that means they already barely do anything to you while they're under the suppression. But another 20% on top of that, they might as well not even bother firing at you until that wears off because, it's crazy. All active modules on Invader recharge faster. I did that once again for the big heal, that big 10% heal that lasts 4 seconds. That now recharges 25% faster with this specific choice or ability, pilot ability, I guess you can call it. Then Death Survivor, upon reaching a certain durability, instantly recharges the robot's ability. Now, that is by far the most important one you could put on something like an Invader. Okay, and then my beastly Strider right here. We got our last stand. We have our anti-control. All shotgun. The glory, of course, is insane. The halos are good, but after the nerf, they're not crazy anymore. With the anti-control, they're not great for lockdown, but hey, they still do the most damage close up over anything else. I mean, except maybe if you put like an ember and the two light embers, blazes, that's the name of them. So if you did two blazes and an ember, that would probably be more damage altogether, mostly at 350, I'm sure. But face to face, these still do the most damage, even if you're not locking down your target. Now I just picked a basic pilot, which I trained in the training center, which I'll show you here in just a second. But here are the abilities that I chose just for the Strider, because he doesn't have his own special pilot. Upon reaching a certain durability level, instantly adds an ability charge. So you get a free dash when you start getting low on health. Alright, Strider has increased speed, 10%. Very useful for a beacon grabber. Increased durability, 15%. Also very useful for a beacon grabber. Okay, and when I showed you pilots, so you can click change, there's a training center. Now here it's for gold, where you can buy a pilot. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you. Now, the last time I did this, it didn't show. I'm assuming it's 30 gold per level. Going to be on the live server. I'm not sure. They haven't said. It was a lot cheaper the last time I did this. So these prices have gone up. And if this is going to be accurate on the live server, then you can sit here and add it up yourself on just how much gold it's going to require to get each one of these pilots to level 30. Now, of course, you set these pilots when you level them to specific bot and weapons. So I'm leveling it up, which will boost the configuration of Strider Halo Glory. Now, if you then want to go throw this pilot on a different bot, or a different setup for this specific bot, you'll likely be leveling a new pilot. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're choosing a bot and setup that you wish to keep and that you plan to use for a long period of time, which is really difficult to do when they start nerfing stuff. So, as you can see, level 30, finally maxed. That's when you can then train your different skills. Now, it gives you one straight off the bat for free. This one gives the Halo increased shot grouping. So, therefore, instead of being such a wide spread, it's a thinner spread, and therefore hits targets better at more of a range. Now, as you can see on the top left of the screen here, where it says 37,906 gold. Now, when you start on the test server, it gives you 75,000 free gold. So that's how much gold I spent leveling pilots and buying a handful of paint jobs. And that's all that I spent gold on here. So 40, that's what? 37,000, almost 37,100 gold leveling pilots. So if those are the actual costs on the live server, then it's going to cost you about 40,000 gold to level all your pilots. That's from leveling all 5 pilots from these bots here all the way to level 30. So that gives you a general idea of what to expect. I don't know if that price will go up or down. I would say if anything, it's going to go up. But if it don't, then there's your general average of what you're looking at. I believe that's about all the information I can give you right now. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'll be happy to answer any questions I possibly can. Of course, if you liked the video, hit the like. Sorry for such a long video, guys, but I'm trying to cover everything here for you. You guys have a good one, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.